So because of the lack of awareness about hearing impairment, right? Because when Ajay had to choose to go for the cochlear implant, it was a huge risk for him because at that time there was no one no case which he could see and see, okay, there's been a successful adult who, after he grew up, after a certain point in his life, he suddenly developed this hearing impairment. Most of the cases which do get these implants are the cases of newborn and infants who are that they realize that okay, these guys have hearing impairment at a very young age. So I'm sure there will be a lot of people like Ajay who had hearing impairment, progressive hearing, the hearing progressed as the time went on, and then there weren't any cases which were there. So that this is just because of the lack of awareness. And not only after getting an implant, we also have to take into the fact that the speech impediment which the people face. Parents often think, okay, if you get a cochlear implant, it's the quick fix. Now they'll start talking. But then you need to realize that this 2 years where you need to look after your child and make sure that the speech pattern gets back to normal. So I think having such apps is a great way to have that.
Absolutely, it's well said. Also too, throughout the next sort of period of time, I'm going to field some questions from the floor. So have a think about some questions that you can ask me. You can ask me whatever you want. Keep it reasonable, of course. But we'll have some fun, and that will be coming up a little bit later on.
Think of some questions while this whole discussion is going on. Any questions you might have, and Brett will answer them right after he's done with his, reaching the podium. I guess Yash, you had a question which you wanted to ask.
You've been to many countries, you've been to many cities. Can you just tell me what is the difference you see in India vis-a-vis other countries regarding hearing awareness?
Well, look, I've been coming to India since 1994, and I don't know, I fell in love with the country the first time I came here. I was here for 2 months. I was playing with the junior Australian cricket team, and I remember going home and chatting to mum and dad and just saying how much I love this place. And every single time I come back, it gets better and better and better. You get treated like a king over here when you come, and I'm just overwhelmed every single time. I mean, even driving up the driveway here, there's like hundreds of people out there all waving, and a huge audience here tonight. So I'm really humbled by what India has given me, and that's the reason why I want to put back into India. You can't just keep taking beautiful memories from a country and not put back in. So that's obviously a reason why I've chosen India to help. And what I have seen over the past several years that we've been doing this is the awareness has grown so much. We've done huge campaigns, the Sounds of Cricket campaign, done stuff on social media, we've done stuff on television, we've done every radio station, we've been to all those places that I mentioned. And I've seen a lot more people now combining hearing loss with cochlear, which is exactly what we want to do. We want to have some fun doing it. Life has to be about fun. You don't want to sit there and go, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. It's got to be enjoyable. We put it back and relate it back to cricket because Indian people generally love cricket. I know up here there's a huge football community as well. But what we've seen is that people are now associating cochlear with hearing loss and hearing loss with cochlear, and the work that I'm doing and the work that all the hard, the times and all the staff through cochlear and the people that are involved are doing all the hard work, and we've got all the staff here tonight from cochlear, so we thank them as well.
Sounds of Cricket campaign.
So the Sounds of Cricket campaign was filmed to once again educate and to inspire, to make people aware of the goals and dreams that we were trying to achieve. There's a young cricketer of Indian descent, Indian Australian guy, back in Sydney, and he was a 15-year-old guy that's had both ears done. He's been implanted, and he tells me that his life would have been totally different if he didn't play cricket. His name's Austin. He's a wonderful kid. He's a good cricketer, and so we built a campaign around him being the star of the show, the young cricketer coming through. And it's almost like, I love doing this little experiment where I can talk now and then. See, no one heard that, did they? Imagine being hearing impaired. All of a sudden you don't hear a thing. It'd be a horrible, horrible experience. So that's what life is about. It's about everyone should have the same rights. And that's what we did with Sound the Cricket campaign. So it was fun, it was educational, it was exciting. And that's a little baby crying in the back there. Dinner time, need some cunner. It was fun, and I love having fun. I love to be the prankster, I love to joke around, and this should be, yes, it's a serious issue, but let's have some fun. And when we have fun doing it, people listen.
That's one question. How did you cope up with the injuries in the cricket matches? Because this is something, if you suffer, then you feel as if you are at a low point. So how did you bring up, what motivated you to bring up?
Yeah, well look, I'll go into more detail when I do a little bit of a chat in a while, but you just got to keep going. You know, you will get injured as a sports person. You just got to keep going and the Australian culture is never say die attitude. You know, you never ever give up. And that was instilled by my father. Now my father, who's been instrumental into my career. We never played cricket, had no idea about cricket, but he just backed me 100%. And my older brother Shane also played for Australia, and my younger brother Grant was better than Shane and I put together. But he was ducks to the school. He'd be like you guys, all the brains. He got the brains of the family. He's a ducks to the school, and he's done all his qualifications in music, piano, grade 8 merits. I mean, he was a forensic accountant. So he went down the other road, but he was a very, very gifted cricketer. But we just had the belief to never ever give up.
What you're doing here is like great because you're spreading awareness and at the same time making sure everyone has fun while they're at it. So